Ah, yes, ah, yes. Do you know where you at? Do I have to remind you again? You over here at Hoodwoods. It's Thompson'S Kennels here. You chilling with the Thompson man. Yeah, I got that fresh cut on deck. Hit that grass real good yesterday. I kind of like cutting grass on the level. Time to think. This is Rosa. I had to throw her on the run. I had her on the other video. I didn't really like the way she looked. I said, yeah, I gotta let you stretch your legs out. Sometimes I get a little lazy with the rotation with the cable run. But she's been on here for a couple of days. She loves it. Like I said, utilize your run real good. Put your water and your food at one end, housing at the other end. So I know she has to make, with the heat the way it is, she has to make a lot of trips per day. But she's trimming up real nice. This is just a healthy exercise. And like I said, she loves to run. She's in phenomenal condition. Right now, as far as health-wise, she's not in shape. But health-wise, she's in great condition. And yet again, this is a daughter off of Russia. I got some email questions I'm going to answer today. I got to do an update on the pups. I guess I'll do a loop around first. One of the first emails was asked was they wanted to see, I had some emails about wanting to see like the Boyle's Bolio termite crosses. And this is more of Red Boy Jocko termite Boyle's Bolio blend right here. Not really a blend. It's 3/4 up. So I got a quarter of inbred Hustle Man blood in here, and the rest is going to be the Red Boy Jocko termite stuff coming through not buck, but Russia, Nilo, Sealy. So the key ingredients on this is going to be Ghost Man, Nilo, Black Sealy. So, and then like I said, you're going to have your quarter of your inbred Hustle Man in there. So it's 3/4 up. I'm a Red Boy Jocko termite with a quarter of the Boyle's Bolio stuff. So, direct daughter to Russia, direct daughter to Zulu, aka Candyman. That's one of them. It's about 100 degrees out here, and I'm not even exaggerating. And it's, I don't know what time this is going to upload, but this is like 10:30 in the morning. It's fucking hot. Betty. What's up, Barry? Yeah, this is Barry. She had a little incident with the last litter. This is a bitch that we recently had bred. She had the 2 pups 7 days early. But she would fit into the Boyle's Bolio Red Boy Jocko cross. I reacquired her back from BYK. So she kind of fits into that Boyle's Bolio Red Boy Jocko termite blend. Somewhat. This will be more or less termite than AAA type of stuff, you know. Just using these old dogs as reference points so people know where these dogs go back to, you know what I mean? But she'll fit in that category as well. Yeah, I was hitting everything today. This bitch here would fit into that category. This is Boots, mother to Socks, belly mate sister to Zulu, aka the Candyman. We bred her to Mailman to produce the Socks dog. This is the original, one of the original crosses. This is Ghost Man to Black Sealy Direct. What's going on? She is a hard keep, hard-headed, rough-ass bitch. I'm very honest about dogs. If she wasn't such a good mother and such a good dog, she'd probably be up for rehoming, because this is a hard keep dog. I put her over here and shit. I had a snake in the woods. I had to kill a copperhead, but she seen it. But she got a real bad redirecting problem, as you can see. She did that to a barrel in like less than 20-30 minutes. She busts holes in barrels. I've actually had to put stakes through the pallet to keep her from locking onto the bottom part of the pallet and dragging the whole motherfucking house. She's rough. She's rough. And like I said, she has some phenomenal traits, but there's some shit that redirection, destructive behavior is what's with her. She doesn't sit here and just destroy stuff. It's only when certain occurrences happen. You work a dog, an animal comes on the yard, she goes crazy. She can't get to it, so she'll redirect to something that she can destroy. So, you know, heavy 55-pound water container for her so she can't flip it over. She's over 45 pounds. I haven't weighed her up in probably about 2 months. If I was just eyeballing her now, she'd be somewhere around 46, 47. Real solid bone on this bitch. But she'll fit into that category as well. Here's her belly mate brother, Zulu. He's got a thing with digging, but no destructive behavior, no redirection behavior. This is a belly mate brother to the Boots dog that I just showed you. I did that breeding a couple of years ago. This is the sire to Rosa, the dog that I opened up the video with. We bred him to Russia to produce the Rosa dog. Watch out, watch out. I'm just showing blends. I'm not going to show everything that I blended is what I'm showing today, or what was given to me. This is another one. This is Major. He's a blend. This is Hit the Blackberry. I showed Blackberry earlier in this video. This is her son. Shout out to BYK for gifting me this dog. I really like this male a lot. Hey, what you call? Come here, boy. No destructive behavior, no redirection issues. Hard worker, solid bone structure, great teeth, great attitude, decent with kids, decent with adults. Couldn't be any more pleased. Shout out to BYK. This was their breeding, even though I bred the mother to him. This is their breeding. He would fit into the Red Boy Jocko Balls Bolio blend type of category of dog. This is another blend. Red Boy Jocko. I should say more or less termite balls bolio with her. This is a female offspring off of the breeding that we recently did with Zulu to Lady of Rage. I like this bitch a lot. Young pup here. I haven't gotten her on video a lot, but she's been maturing real nice. And like I say, this is Lady of Rage daughter. Looks nothing like Lady of Rage, acts like Lady of Rage a little bit, but not destructive. She don't put her teeth on nothing. Same category as Major. Good with kids, real friendly. No redirection behavior issues so far as destructive behavior, none of that at all. This is going to be a nice female if everything pans out the way it's supposed to. She's got great size, structure, all of that going on for her right now. Solid health-wise as well. Here's her mother, Lady of Rage. We have her bred to Ghost Man. Hopefully that takes. I think I got a video up there of that. More blends, people. Get off me. This is another blend here. This is a daughter off of Boots. I showed her mother earlier in this video, the large brindle bitch. This is a direct daughter to Mailman as well. We bred Mailman to Boots to produce socks here. This would make her a half sister to Dirty Mary. Half sister to Geronimo as well. But very pleased with this bitch where we at so far. Hard worker, good attitude, no destructive behavior, but she is wild. When I mean wild, I spoke to you guys about the wild dogs. You know, she doesn't chew, she swallows her food. Rarely see her in the barrel unless it's really extreme weather. She is just a wild animal. It's pretty much how you could describe Socks here. She was off of a one pup litter. She was the only offspring. Her mother was big as a house. We thought we were going to have a large litter, and it turned out to just be her big ass. But where we at in the rat race with her is good. She's in heat right now. Of course, she's not going to be bred. She's just, to me, she's a youngster. She's not nowhere near ready to be bred. We still have a lot of testing to do with her. But like I said, she's in heat right now. And where we at with her, very pleased. And yet again, this is Mailman to Boots. This would be 3/4 the other way, like how I opened the video up with Rosa, and Rosa would be 3/4 Red Boy Jocko Termite with 1/4 of Balls and Bolio. This would be the reverse of that. This would be 3/4 Balls Bolio with a quarter of the termite blood. I have different variations of it, so I try to observe what traits, because 3/4 either way is a different dog. As I showed you, a lot of these dogs, some of them are similar, some of them are different physically. Phenotype, genotype wise, this is what you pay attention to when you do these equations with these breeds. He's not a blend, but he's coming up. He's coming up. This is a double Sealy. This is my sniper dog. Pain in the ass, but we're gonna get ready to use him. Solid animal. I really have no questions about him at all whatsoever. Snipe, come here, boy. So he's not a blend, but I just threw him up on the video because we may be using him. This will be the most concentrated termite stuff we got. The double breeding back to Sealy. So we bred pretty much a son off of Sealy back to Sealy to produce him. So 3/4 up. So if you wanted the lamest terms, it would be like 3/4 Sealy with a quarter of young buck blood. I guess I'll show an update on these pups. They're mobile. They're moving around. I don't know what they're doing now. They're probably fucking sleeping. But they're all four of them are up walking around. But yeah, as I said, they're sleeping. That's them right there. Eyes open. Beautiful pups. This is Buck to Russia, of course. I wish they were up moving around so you guys could see them walk around, but we got plenty of time for that. But as you can see, everybody's eyes is open. No issues whatsoever. I appreciate everybody who's been waiting on my daughter to make her pick. Like I said, we are going to allow some of these to go for rehoming. This breeding was primarily done just to get a male for my daughter. I've done this breeding before. I've explained it before. I showed productions off of this breeding before. But like I said, as you can see, one of them walking around now. No defects, no rickets, no nothing. It's just good breeding right here. Like I said, we're not pressed to get them a bunch of sunlight yet. Watch out, Rush. We're not pressed to give them a bunch of sunlight yet, but they're gonna be coming out in the front. They're approaching 3 weeks. I think today made 3 weeks. Rush is such a good mother. I'm not really pressed about separating them too quickly, but I may give them another week and then I'm gonna wean them off. We'll see how this goes. Move, Rush. God, Rush is in love with me, y'all. Every time she sees me, man, it's just like, what the fuck. But that's them as far as the update, so people got eyeballs on them. I had the 2 emails. People wanted to see some of the crosses that I did with that stuff, so I think I showed a good amount of crosses. The second part, let me get into some fucking shade, man. This is just fucking ridiculous. All right, here comes some shade. But, whew, I was getting asked a lot of questions. I'll go ahead and chill out with Rosa over here with y'all. I was getting a lot of questions about Hookworm. I don't know what's going on with Hookworm this year, but it's been horrible. Mostly you can treat Hookworm with fenbendazole. I think fenbendazole does roundworm, hookworm, and whipworm. The reason why everybody's having so many issues with the hookworm situation is, rule of thumb, you normally deworm 3 days in a row for it. That's how it normally goes, and you don't have any issues. That shit's out the door now. I'm repeating what a vet told me. I had about 2 or 3 dogs come down with it. They're already treated and fine already, but that 3-day shit is out the door from now on with that hookworm shit. Summertime and is rampant, and his amount of cases as he has had with it. He informed me this is a 6-day party. So that 3-day shit out the door. You're gonna have to double up on the amount of dewormer you're using to get rid of this shit. You got to go at least a minimum of 6 days. So I hope that shit helped out with all of the emails about hookworm. If you see a nasty stool from your dog, it'll almost look like gelatin with streaks of blood in it. It's real random. If you do a dry day, you'll definitely see it on the fucking dry day. So That 3-day shit, out the door. If you're doing 3 days, you're just wasting your fucking dewormer. I'm telling y'all that shit right now for all of the young brothers that reached out to me about that shit. You're just wasting your fucking dewormer. You have to do a minimum of 6 days. If you're using Panicure or Safeguard, there's different dosages. I'm a Panicure kind of dude. I believe it's 4 pounds per ml. So if you ain't hitting them with that 6, and there's no skipping days, it's 6 straight. So if you're not doing that 6, you're just wasting your fucking money. What's up, Rosa? So I hope that helps y'all guys out. As far as everybody asking me about seeing that weird ass stool, it is 99% most likely not coccidia if you're dealing with an older dog. But if they're older, it's probably hookworm. And like I said, it's been an epidemic. Every year some shit. I don't know. 1 year to be coccidia, 1 year to be hookworm, 1 year to be whipworm. It's like every summit something decides to fuck something up. So just a heads up for you guys that were sending me those emails about that. But I hope all is well in YouTube land. Y'all kicking it with the Thompson, man. I'm about to go get in some shade. And as you can see, she's not going to go past where that shade really goes. But I hope all is well and y'all have a blessed one out there.